Hi, I'm Rob and it's Guild Wars time again. Now my Guild Wars is going to be slightly different for the next several months, and the reason is I have changed guild. And I joined a brand new guild, the Gemfather. So completely created from scratch, starting from the bottom, working our way up through the brackets. We're already in bracket 65, we're flying up through the brackets, so it shouldn't be that long before we get to the real nitty gritty stages of the brackets again. But yeah, I'll just see what I can do. We're up against the Rakapina Warriors today, so it should be interesting. And who's up first? We have Luis Zaret. Nice to fight just different teams as well, but obviously you can have lower level teams at the moment. Feel a little bit bad kind of picking on these guys, but you can only beat what's in front of you until you get back to the higher brackets. But we have Gruz the Undefeated, dealing damage to an enemy and then cursing them and inflicting stacks of bleed. Wrath transforms blue to brown and yellow to skulls and enrage all allies and burn all enemies. Only has the first trait though. War Cleric gives 6 attack to all allies, dealing damage to undead and daemon enemies. And Summer's Fury deals 16 in this case to all enemies and creates 6 red gems. Does have the hack and slash trait of gain 3 attack when dealing skull damage. It's in Warlord, so gains 4 attack, gain 2 attack when I take damage. Burn a random enemy when an ally dies. Create a firestorm, gain 3 attack when an enemy dies. Become enraged on 4 or 5 gem matches. Only thing I would say about this team is you do learn as you go along with this game. This is a sort of weapon that should be almost certainly up top. All the benefits to those skull hits and things like that, becoming enraged, gaining attack, that's only going to be beneficial when you're up top, so that should really be up there. But everyone does these things when they're quite new to the game, so it's going to be completely normal. You learn as you go along. Anybody that says they never made a mistake in this game is a liar. Right, anyway, I'm going to go with Essence of Evil, Arachnian Weaver, King Avalon, Leprechaun for this. To maximise points, you want to try and win nice and fast, but you want to try and gain 4 times the mana of the enemy as well, which is the mana efficiency bonus. If you can do that, you get a small boost to your score. In Archer class, King Avalon gives all elf allies a 50% start with mana. Leprechaun is going to explode gems from the start and hopefully charge up the team. Right, let's take it from there. You get bonus points for winning quickly as well. I could take that, that's not bad. There's nothing wrong with casting my Leprechaun. Obviously, I can take that 4-match yellow as well. Yeah, we'll do that. So what's interesting now is, even though some of these battles should be fairly straightforward wins, but some can still surprise us, take absolutely nothing for granted, then you still want to win nice and fast. You don't want to take too many turns either, so you still got to pay attention to what's going on. Let's cast that. That is going to get our Weaver up. That's going to kill the bottom 2 enemies. And Weaver's up again, and that will be the win. If I cast Weaver again, he will explode gems, so we do have a chance of getting the whole team charged at the same time. 2. There was a belief, I do think it was a thing that a lot of people think, that you get bonus points for finishing the match with your team charged up. Like, you get bonus points for every member of your team that is ready to cast again. But looking at the Guild Wars scoring points literally on the Gems of War page, it said nothing about that. So I don't know if that's a myth or just a presumption. But anyway, the first battle, 3,250 points. So battle 2 is against Roboke Rifinado. We have a Dragonfire. Mana burn an enemy, then burn them, and if the enemy dies, transform into a dragon troop. No traits though. Goblin. Deal damage, gain an extra turn. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be not a straightforward one. Hopefully we'll jump up these brackets nice and fast. Feel a little bit cheap with these opponents at the moment, to be honest, with our level that we're on, but there's nothing you can do about that when you're a brand new guild. This is the only way you can do it. We're going to win outright here straight away. Ooh, all but one. That's okay. Grab a little bit of mana. That's good for the team. What's the best way to do this? Probably Raktian Reaver. Got a chance of recharging itself. And did. Just in case that thing of troops finishing with full mana is actually a thing or not. I'm using this team going on the presumption that it is, because it does have a chance to recharge itself once it's done. So 1,339 Guild Wars points that time. Battle 3 is against Sadonis. Now if you're thinking, like, is it worth watching these Guild Wars battles because they're straightforward so far, then I'd say it probably is. Like, you may not this four pompots, not this particular battle here, but we are going to come across hopefully some clever defences where people have used their wit and thinking outside the box to still make it possible to win against any opponent. Believe it or not, there are still teams you can pick on your defence that will still give you an outside chance of winning against any level opponent. And that is a video I will be doing in the future. What should I do here? I could get double blue for my King Avalon. It's a nice mana start there. Nice smattering of green everywhere now. I'll cast this first, just so we get some more mana gen, if any should go onto him afterwards. Let's cast that. Let's cast Essence of Evil. I'm thinking too deeply about getting max points and stuff. Kind of, it is what it is to a certain degree. Let's do a bit of skull damage just to mix it up. I don't get any damage for that because they're entangled. Let's get Weaver up and then we'll cause an explosion. Charge the team. Any skull hit that comes along will be sufficient to wipe them out. How much does he do? 59 plus 9. 68. Oh, that's enough to win. Suppose I could do that. Yeah, let's do that. And that was 1,451 Guild Wars points. Battle 4 is against Gems player. Oh, they have a few mythics here, a couple of mythics. Hatire and Scroll. Convert all green to lycanthropy gems and all yellow to doom skulls. Summon a winter warg or warg. Grey King. Destroys all gems of a chosen colour. All enemies of that colour take true damage, are mana drained, silenced and frozen. Really, really good troop. But you want to get him charged quick, and there's no quick charge in this team. Deal scatter damage and gain 2 magic from the Imperial Jewel. That's a good weapon to have in last place, basically, because any mana you overspill from any of these goes straight into Imperial Jewel. And Ixal deals damage to an enemy. Creates a light storm. So, okay, again, we can only play what's there, but we are going to be flying up through the ranks, so hopefully we won't have lower ranked enemies for long. Obviously, everything's relative. It's just because we're high level in this guild at the moment. A lot of high level players. Still with empty slots if you fancy a change. Alright, I don't want to take any chance of their Grey King getting up. Don't want any nasty surprises. Very easy to take things for granted. But he's going to be gone anyway. Let's throw this on Hatire and Scroll. And that will do it. Oh, that was a crazy little cascade. Let's grab that anyway, just because. So it's going to be a bit of a journey. It'll be interesting to see how we go up through the brackets every single month. How things get harder. That was 1,619 points. And the last battle is against the Paragon is Rukapina. See, this is more interesting. See, this is what I'm saying about how you can actually maybe turn the tables. Even if you're a lower ranked player, and the team score is good, but it doesn't matter. When you've got something like Megavore, simply that last trait, that is giving you a fighting chance. Any 4 matches, an 8% chance to kill the last enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches. That just absolutely can happen. It does tend to happen in Guild Wars. And if they get that, I've seen that happen to me twice in a row, where the enemy has got like 2 4 matches and I've just lost 2 troops, one after the other. It's like, wow, it honestly can happen, and it does give you a fighting chance, no matter what your level and no matter who you are fighting against. A 4 match in this team will also enchant all allies, thanks to Mistralis. Really good troop. And Persistence deals damage to an enemy and a random enemy. If they use green, which they do, deal double damage with a 25% chance to devour a random enemy. So again, see, give yourself that devour. See, whoever done this team is using the same tactics and strategy I mentioned earlier in this video about just using your brain and just thinking up ways how you can level the playing field, which is a good way to go. If you get devour from that and a Megavore gets a bit hungry and just tries to snack on 1 or 2 of your troops, this team can win against my team, 100%. I can't take this too lightly. I have to be careful. Yeah, so this is all right. This team could surprise. I'm going to go with it with my team again, though. Let's grab that. We managed to get them straight away. I've been gifted a load of really nice 4 matches. See, if the enemy had them, and the enemy got a bit of luck, then I could have been down on troops already. Without any shadow of a doubt. Right, so I'm going to cast... See, I'm not even taking this for granted now, even though we can do this. It's still not going to wipe them out, but I do not want Megavore having any lucky 4 matches and getting a sneaky kill. So I'm going to cast Essence of Evil on that creature, just to make sure it doesn't get that sneaky deaky kill. What should we do? Should we cast King Avalon? Or do we go for... Well, actually, that's going to kill Megavore probably, because we get the extra damage because of the Fairy Fire. So I will cast that. So they got 4 match then. You see, that could have been one of my troops deaded. I'm going to get green and blue this way. So I think I will... Oh, I'm going to get purple. So I'll definitely do that. No, I didn't get the green because of the way the gems dropped after that. Could have taken that purple at the same time. Mistralis is doing some damage. He could take away my bonus damage thing here, you see. So, good team this. But they're gone. They got Skull Whack. And they're just hanging in there. Shall I finish them off with King Avalon? Wouldn't mind a bit more mana just in case there is that bonus of finishing with all troops fully charged. But I know for an absolute fact, rather than sort of a rumour, that there is a bonus for every turn taken less than, I think it's, I can't remember the amount offhand, but there is a bonus. I think it's a certain amount. Under 30? Turns under 30. So if you took 10 turns to win a game, you would get bonus points. Multiplied by the formula via 20. Lots of that. It's only a small amount, but it does make a difference. Let's just get it done. So that was 1,683 points from that one. So yeah, very straightforward wins today. But that can change, obviously. We're going to be jumping up through the brackets, like I say. That was 9,342 points. So I didn't maximise points at all there, really, because there was a couple of people in our guild have scored like over 9,400. So certainly missed out on some points somewhere, but sometimes you can miss out on points basically because the enemy hasn't got enough health and armor for you to actually maximize the points. They're dead before you've got 4 times the damage they did and things like that. So it's interesting. But yeah, there it is. Be back again tomorrow for another Guild Wars video. But there's this one. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.